morning. This is Divine Sunshine. I almost forgot who I am. Who am I? That's a good thing. Coming to you with your morning drive message. They got us going back to work today here at the Shy. That's because of the contractual thing that they said we wanted to make up 5 days. And so in doing that, the mayor and the Board of Ed decided that they were going to take up 2 of our days from our Christmas, our winter break. So that's an interesting twist to the plot twist of them meeting our demands, and that's what we got as a trade-off for that. I think they're slimming some from this and slimming. It's taking some of the professional development days, and then they're going to take some. It might be at the end. It might be a little longer before we get out with that. But I'm still in my vacay mode and in my mindset with that. So today I told you I was starting a series each day on the morning drive about how to change your mindset and the habit of the mind. Today's topic is to be persistent. We know that after the start of the new year, we're in 2020. Woo woo! Happy New Year to everybody. And at the same time that we know that we're starting a new decade too. That's what makes it a little bit more special. I see the word says empire. So how are you ruling your empire? Kings and queens out there, and the message is for us to understand that we've got to get into a determined mindset as far as where we want to go on our journey into becoming divine. I see 444, which means to become very grounded and rooted in that idea, so we can gain some independence. The street up there is called Independence Avenue Boulevard. And starting yesterday, I started off with me and the DM. You know, most of the time when the New Year's happen, those of you all that have your DMs maybe not present physically or with you, a lot of times, sometimes, you know, you kind of, the human experience tries to take over and kind of remind you, okay, where are they? We're not where we're supposed to be on this journey. Physically, where are they? You're asking a lot of questions on that first year, because that first year kind of represents a lot of not knowing as far as what's the next step, the unknown. What does the year have for me? And so when you get into that point, you need to get into the understanding that you, as I said before, are the script writer. You are the one that determines who is going to be the key players and characters on the play called life. Remember, I said also in doing the New Year reading, as far as some of us are running off of old scripts, using scripts from back then, Shakespearean days, For Thou I Romeo and Juliet, and seeing the star-crossed lovers and the destined trauma and the fatal ending of how their love ended. And we're kind of running off of that script. And we got to bring our script up into modern times, more contemporary, into the now, into the 21st century. I remember with the kids, they're like, why they call it always it's always 1 century ahead. I ain't really understanding that, Miss Booker. How is that? And so, you know, you're always, when the decade, you know, when you talk about centuries, you jump and fast forward to the next. In some ways, that's something that we can kind of take as far as in looking at the year and understanding that, is that understanding we got to think all of our actions and our thinking and our decisions and our reactions and the way we talk and the way we communicate has to have that forward thinking. Those of you all that are leaders know that, and you are the leader. We know that from the Divine Masculine reading that I did, the channel message that I did. He told us in so many words, the Divine Masculine, that he's looking towards the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is tethering. She's the one that's leading. I think about, like, even while I'm driving, a lot of times when you got the caravan and the trucks sometimes I remember one time my dad, we drove down to Atlanta, and he got like right behind this truck, and some kind of way with the force of the synergy or the inertia, seemed like it was just pulling us. We were going fast. The truck was going, we was going right along with it, and it would just seem like we got caught into that force field of energies that kept and propelled us to go on and go forward. That's the same thing like the energies when we're talking about as far as with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You have that force field of us tethering each other. One thing I want to kind of bring to your attention is understanding that at times we swap or we switch energies. Sometimes we're in the masculine, and then sometimes they're in the feminine, and in the feminine we're in the masculine. So that means whoever is in that feminine, divine feminine energy, they are in the lead. That's why sometimes you look at your divine masculine and you're like, okay, well, hold on a second. I know I do with mine. It's like, okay, who the teacher here? I thought I was the teacher. Now you the teacher? Well, at that time, we probably had swapped energies. That just it came to me. I talked to my guys in meditation. They say, you got to tell them that, you all swap. It don't always be you in the lead all the time. And I was like, oh, okay, you're right. And I can think about many conversations I had myself with other divines, and conversations I had with Jupiter 1111 and April and Kathy D and all those and the other things, and just listening to other readers as well. And I was like, yeah, it swaps. Sometimes they like, nah, I take on the role of leading and teaching here. Right, what's going on here? Sorry, I came back to my humanness. And so, I'm back. So, those are the things. So, when we talk about mindsets, we got to keep a determined outlook on things. That's what they're saying. And my thing is that in deciding on yesterday how things, I felt the woe is me kind of attitude coming on a little bit. And I was like, hey, this is the new year. I'm not starting off this new year like that. I always think about my mom. Always had told me, her grandma always used to say, whatever you do on the first day is what you're doing for the rest of the whole year. And then I seen some history behind that as to why that is so prevalent in the African American history, or diaspora, if you want to put it that way, is because a lot of times they were saying that slaves were sold on the first day, and it's like, sold on New Year's Eve, and then on New Year's Day, you were going ahead, they was auctioning off, and you were going to go work for your new master. So a lot of times Christmas was very, very traumatic amongst African Americans in the southern hemisphere, or southern parts of the United States. And so that's why it keeps on that kind of perpetual thing that they're saying about whatever you do the first day is what you'll be doing for the rest of your life, for the rest of that year, in so many words. And so then I was like, oh, okay, now I see where that comes from. And then I don't take it so serious, but at the same time, that is true that you do, it starts a precedence as far as how is the outlook of the year. And I said, you know what, every year you take the same woe is me attitude at the beginning of the year, the first year. Well, yeah, he ain't here. Well, this is this. Look at my life, da. I said, well, how about this time we just take it just different. Let's have a different outlook as far as how we are looking at this thing. And, and it changed the whole mindset. Matter of fact, even changed the whole mindset and the whole energy, even with the DM as well. And how we were interacting yesterday. We was kind of a little frisky with each other yesterday. I thought, woo, this is kind of working here. It just opened up my heart chakra and everything. Very important also that, we just make sure that we're cleaning house the first 3 months. I can't say that, but I'm going to keep on continuously. See, this to you all is very crucial for us to keep on continuously doing the work, continuously doing the cleaning house for the first 3 months of this year. And then after that, it's going to take off. It's almost like getting clear for takeoff. right now. We just kind of circle. Right now we prepping. January, I'm seeing it like a plane. We just prepping the plane, getting ready to take off for our destination or wherever we're going. By probably like February, we kind of running going around the taxi. We taxing the runway. We taking off. They giving us clearance, telling us things we need to do. We getting our route together, getting our plan together as far as what we're doing. In March, when it hits then we really getting lined up with the other ones, and then before we know it, we getting ready to go prepare and to take off and to start the ascend process in March. That's what they're bringing to me about that. So we're really working into as far as getting into our power, into our authority, because we got to understand that as us being divine, as Dream Queen, I watched that. That was very good. Understanding the difference between what's the authority and power, and how we can actually view it, actually use it. So I'm saying in my head, make sure you go and view her video on power and authority. Dream Queen, very enlightening. Also in understanding starting the mindset, I seen Jupiter 1111 is starting something which is the 21-day prayer thing and meditation to get you right. $11.11. Again, that's going to help prepare you. I'm also doing something on my own too, as far as for my own personal thing. I will join in on Jupiter 1111's thing as well. With just getting prayerful for the next 30 days. Whatever it is, just like you set something that you're intentionally doing for the next 30 days in that, so you can get your mind right and get it on track for what it is. So again, each time you get I would also say, in order to start a mindset, do something for 30 days, get you a mantra. Next thing, a mantra or affirmation that you say every day that would kind of remind you to get yourself back on track. Like a lot of things, like I said, this year is going to be the greatest year, and everything that I experience is lining up with that belief in this year. So that's something that kind of, when I get kind of off track and kind of go into that woe is me kind of like feeling, I remind myself with that statement and saying, okay, all right, now remember, this is the greatest year. Everything we experienced this year is lining up with that idea, with that concept. That's another thing that you have to do. Physically add on some things that you're doing as well with that. If that's, again, cleaning house, making sure you're making room for your good, going out into nature with that, cleaning your, getting in tune with, like I go out and I get in tune with nature because I'm getting in tune with who I am, who my true identity is. Let the nature talk to you, the breeze, the trees. Look at that sky. Look and see how it looks different. Yesterday, it was just such a beautiful sky. Had beautiful hues of orange and pink and blue and purple that was running through it when I looked at it at the end. So again, try to look at some ways in which you can kind of look at your environment differently as well. Everything, again, is all starts again in understanding about being persistent, making sure that you are doing things, your actions and your reactions line up with you being persistent with the dream that you have or that you want to come true, or that you want to see happening for yourself. You need to be also working on doing things that make sure that you're aligning with the vision in which you want to be living in 2020. Really should be working on your mission and your purpose. Getting that, if not, get you a business plan. Start working on that and kind of outlining what is it exactly you see yourself as doing in your business, and start really working, getting with the people, meeting with the people, seeing some people that's already doing what you actually had want to. That's just starting your persistence, because once you start putting one foot in front of the other, thank you. Once you start putting one foot in the other, your universe will start supplying you with the next step. But you got to get started, because the time of procrastination is over with. The starting time is now. So those are some things for you to kind of keep in mind as far as being persistent with that. So I will say this is it. You have drove me to my destination. I am at work. Ooh, 15 minutes. That's good. So that starts off your day. Have a wonderful, cause I ain't gonna say I don't know if I won't be at work tomorrow. Cause I like you got me today. I don't know about tomorrow. So if I'm not on it tomorrow to do the morning drive, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget, I am having the transformation special, $16 for a reading. It starts 15 minutes. It'll be unlimited. Sometimes the spirit, my last reading that I did, it lasted for 30 minutes, although I said 15 minutes, so it's whichever. Is for $16 for a 30-minute reading. That's a good deal. So right now I don't have anybody doing that. So right now that's why I let that spirit lead me, and so it might be that long. Don't forget that still the sale is going on my website, DivineUnisouls11.co. Go there if you want to book a reading with me too. And then also having a sale, everything is 50% off until January 4th. So make sure you take advantage of that. Everything except but the playground experience and the Divine Unisouls, Oracle cards. Those are not on sale. Everything else is. The workbooks, the meditations, the shirts, they're all on sale there too. So take advantage of that sale. All right then, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.